Hey there, sheepdoggers, and welcome to Fort Woundooze. As you can see, above me to the right, up here, I believe, I can't see for definite, but there is a lovely little avatar drawn by Nessus who frequents my streams, and yeah, I decided that for my Dwarf Fortress streams, for my Dwarf Fortress videos, for example, this Woundooze. I will be doing it with my streaming software. The quality won't decrease that much, and I can use facecam so people can see me. Ah, yes. It's fucking freezing, that's why I'm wearing a massive jumper. And also so I can use him. Him. Yeah. He's right above me. I went to check. So you will see we have Grumblestone Handy Rock, the miner. Penny Hilt Bridge Dyke, a miner, but also with some jeweling. So he's going to be our jeweler. Sergeant Bird is our miner slash metalsmith. LaFaunda is Conflict Lash, is our woodworker. Draven Clasp Frill is our expedition leader. Hepty Scream Blockade is our hunter. I was going to put him off hunting. Unfortunately, we have yetis. I'm not sure if I should antagonize them or not. I thought not. But, well, we'll see. We'll see. And Glove Silk Moist is our farmer. I do have the copy of the Claim Your Dwarf now on the Reddit. So I will be checking it to make sure I don't overlook anyone in regards to naming. But I'll do my best to give you the dwarves you want, but I can't promise anything. So we'll give a quick look over. All our animals are going down to here. All our yetis are right there. Does it say if they're aggressive or not? Large ape-like creature with white fur found in snowy wilds. It's not snowy. She is muscular. It doesn't say if she wants to kill us or not. I'm gonna vote not, but we'll see. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig down here. We're gonna have our farms and our kitchen and kitchenable workshops. For example, butchers and farmers' workshop, etc. Then go down a level, crafting. Down a level, blacksmith. Down a level will be our storehouses. Another level, I don't want them to dig too much, I just want the kind of basics, but this will be our dormitory, like there, and also our eatery, what's it called, meeting hall, kitchen, dining room, basically, and then this will be our graveyard, basically, where all the dead dwarves will go. Oh, and also here, this little yellow X will tell you where I'm indicating. These will be offices, which we will have a little bit of fun with. We will do a little engraving, which can be very amusing. In one of the streams I did, there was a... Why are those being plant harvested, but not... I'm not chopping down that many trees, am I? Let's chop down a... No, actually, because of the yetis, I think that may be why I did it. Okay, and anyway, in one of the streams, we had a... we had an engraver who decided to engrave... yeah, he decided to engrave the wall with a rendition of one of the people who'd claimed a dwarf. That guy's dwarf embracing pigs, which was weird. So you never know what you get with engraving. Let's go and hopefully not immediately die, because that would suck. So off you go, guys. Oh god, they're okay. So I'm gonna leave my drakes. You can see I've got drakes here. Yep. That's a drake. Hopefully they'll be able to deal with the yetis if the yetis get in too close. And I just remembered that I've got my sound sense open, but not my therapist. So what we need to do There we go. I also promised this, which I hadn't done yet, but I have now done, which is... well, maybe it's not that important. Maybe you can't do it. I was going to name one of the pets John Solo, but maybe I'll just have to satisfy naming something completely random. Oh, okay, let's see. We've got a bit of gypsum, I believe. Yep, so that's going to be useful. It will mean basically that we can make plaster powder, and if people break their legs and etc., there's something to be done about it. So let's set our... well, Draven Clasp Frill will be our broker, and we want a Chief Medical Dwarf. We'll figure that out later. Yeah, hopefully we'll get someone with a bit of diagnosing. If not, we'll have to get them training on it. Okay, so straight off down here we have some tetrahedrite below us. Bit of copper, won't go amiss. I'm hoping... Ah, thank beautifulness. Thank beautifulness indeed. We already, aside from having mudstone, which is just brilliant, that you really should finish off your digging though, guys. They've decided to go down... No, we've got lignite, which means that we have some safety in... Okay, I didn't dig any further down there. Yeah, we have some lignite, which means that we have some coal. So our metalsmith industry, if we manage to find... I've only found lignite so far, and tetrahedrite, of course. If we manage to find some hematite, maybe, we might have some iron industry going, and that means we could possibly get to steel, which would be beautiful. I'm not used to face camming things. I mean, I do with my when I stream, but yeah. So what I'm going to be doing probably with this series is I'm going to record as much as I can when I can, and release half an hour episodes once, maybe twice a week. I would love to do what I usually do and just, you know, release a fair amount a week, you know, enough to satiate people's desire for it. Unfortunately, I've been really stressed out and really, how's a good way to say it? Kind of ill, on and off ill and worse ill, basically. And I'm gonna do a proper video on it, probably a few days after the first episode of this comes out, maybe before even, so you may already know. And basically, I've had quite a few people asking me, what's the deal, yo? Basically, you know, what's, you know, you've spoken about, Sheepdog, you've spoken about your issues before in kind of like veiled references, basically saying, oh, that's what we need to do. That's not part of it. Basically saying I've got stuff wrong with me, but I'm not telling you what. It's not that I didn't want to tell you, I just, you know, I didn't really feel there were that many people interested, and I didn't feel, you know, it was necessary. You know, it's not got much to do with my channel. Unfortunately, now it does quite a bit more, because while I am still steadily getting better from being out of action for years, you know, it's starting to, it is making things a bit harder in regards to recording and YouTube and Twitch and just everything in general. So I think I need to kind of, for those of you who are my viewers, who are my subscribers, who I see in the streams, who I could probably call friends as well. It sounds a bit kind of like, you know, it sounds a bit like Hollywood TV show where you go, you're not just my subscribers, my viewers, you're not just my we didn't just work together, we became friends, and it's all very sappy. But yeah, I don't feel it's invalid. So yeah, for those of you who have gotten to know me as I stream, especially, I feel like I should give some outline, some overview of bits and pieces of my past life and what's going on and why things are good. The Yetis have gone. Why is Hepapata not hunting? It's possibly. Yeah, I don't think he has a weapon or a. I don't think he has a weapon or a quiver. He might have a weapon and no quiver, because when I did this, it was when I kept forgetting that quivers were quivers. So we'll see what we can achieve here, but we'll see. So yes, you may have already seen the video and know what I'm talking about as regards to health and YouTube and etc. But you know, I feel I've done very well for myself on YouTube so far, and I don't want it to end. So anyway, enough of that creepy foreshadowing. Let's put a zone here. No, not hospital. Garbage dump it and start dumping a few little pieces I feel we can dump. So there, and take him out. There we go. Oh, and him. There we go. Okay. Oh, we can build a plot right here. There we go. Every now and then, I really dislike moss growing in my fortress, and every now and then, when I've been streaming, I'll see a little kind of mention of moss, you know, a little bit of green, and I'm like, oh, how did that moss get in there? And then I go closer into it, and I realise it's not moss, it's vomit, or you know, vomit and blood. So that makes things easier. Let's get our jewelers in, and ooh, we can no. We can also get our mason workshop, or technically the mechanic, but it doesn't matter too much. I've loosened up a bit as to where I want to place them, really. So we not that. Put that here. We'll get a few more stones in, and here we'll put the. Oh, our mason's already been built, so what we want is blocks. Lots of blocks so we can build other things. Not armor stands, because I really don't need those yet. So our mason is... Is he a mason? Let us check this. He is. I don't have an actual mason. That seems like an oversight on my part. Army ants? Oh, LaFaunda likes army ants apparently. Well, good for you. Good for you. So yeah, you will be getting, if you've asked for a dwarf, you will be getting a dwarf. No promises that it will be the exact dwarf you wanted. I'll do my best, but I'm not. So don't cook. Ah. Oh no, we got plump helmet, so we've got... I didn't get the pigtail, I got the hide root. Crap, I was making that mistake for a while. Well, I made it like once, aside from this one. But that's fine, we've got some hide root. I think that goes towards leather, if I remember right. So that's not the end of the world, as we know it. What are you guys doing? You're taking fucking ages. They're asleep. Well, of course they're asleep. What do you expect from bloody miners? Every bloody time I play this game on a stream, I do a stream of this, my fucking miners let me down. It is, is that lignite? Are you putting lignite in here? Yeah, you are. Right, well, we're gonna have a less of that shit right now. So, not petrified wood. Not bituminous coal, not lignite. There we go. Not gypsum. There we go. I think that should help us a little bit for a while. And if our miners wake up and actually start fucking mining again, there we go, that helps. Oh, we can do our carpenters. I'm not completely flexible because, for example, I always put my carpenter opposite my... let's dump those couple of tetrahedrite. We can always reclaim them later. Yeah, I always put my... God damn it. I always put my carpenter opposite my mason, like so. And if you're new to Sheepdog Gaming, welcome. I do stream, and I'll put the link in the description so you can go check out my stream. Sheepdog 42 on Twitch. That's another way to find me. Just listen. We're going to want bins because otherwise my storage problems will be massive. And he started. Yeah, I can't start. Yeah, let's not worry about it yet. Let's just not worry about it yet. So we'll check the stocks. Hopefully, weapons. We don't have a crossbow. All right. Well, this is now fact for me, and I know. Let's see what weapon skills Hepapater has. He's got Ambusher. He doesn't have any Expo or Marks Dwarf or Blowgunner or Archer, so we'll make a crossbow as soon as possible. If I dig out that way, we will be fine. So we'll just 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And here we will build a... We'll build a bowyer with mudstone. And here we will... I mean, we're not going to have much in here, really, but we'll put a woodery. Just pure woodery. So yeah, we'll make the... My miners go a lot slower than I would hope them. It's always nice when you have a Mason's Guild Dwarf. If you get a Mason's Guild Dwarf, give him mining and just watch the mining happen. There's mining all over the place. It is beautiful. Oh, that is the furniture workshop. Furniture workshop? Furniture warehouse. That's the bunny I was talking about. You know what? I don't want to put my siege ammo in here. Type. Catapult part. Well, that's not how you do it. Catapult parts, ballista parts. Siege ammo, no. Ballista, no. Minecarts, wheelbarrows. Everything else sounds good. So yeah, hopefully I managed to uncover a lot of ballista parts once, and they're very giant, and they took up a lot of space. So this time I'm trying to avoid a similar situation. We found magnetite, you beautiful bitch. At least we don't have graphite here. People who know me know that one of my mortal enemies is graphite. Basically graphite, the floor looks exactly the same as the wall for a start. So it's incredibly fucking annoying. Yeah. So that's why I get vexed with graphite. It's not fair, but graphite is my mortal enemy. It's got nothing it can do about it, unfortunately. It's just always going to be... Who's that running around? Hepti. Oh, yeah, that's one thing. Is if you have a hunter who can't hunt, then... Oh, bow making. We need our... Where is the slimy little... Oh, there you are. I'm not going to say who it was, LaFawnda. Put her on bow making as well. Fletching. And we'll get a bow for Hepti. It will be a crap bow, but it will be a bow. So we want a crossbow. I'd like to make it out of bone. They're a bit more impressive than the... yeah. Still haven't made the thingy bilib. And there are a lot of people who, when they first see me play, they're like, well, why don't you do this? Or why don't you do that? And this and that refer to making a bottomless item stockpile with stone. You know, basically you can just like put it there next to the, in between the mason and the mechanic and etc. And you can just put as much of it there as you want. You don't have to worry about hauling in different directions and stuff. Main reason is because I just don't, I feel that's one of the things I have to overcome as a Dwarf Fortress player. I have to, it's one of my difficulty settings for myself, basically. Invalid? Possibly. More likely, probably. But there you go. It's just one of my many quirks you'll have to live with, because you've got no other choice. So as you can see, we're getting some bins in here, some barrels and an anvil, I believe. I hope. If I don't have an anvil, I'll be fine. But no, okay, yeah, I have an anvil. Okay. And hey, if you're not a fan of Dwarf Fortress, or you just don't have that much interest, you can always subtly learn about it by just listening to my voice. I found in my stream there are a few people who don't actually watch that much of what I do. They just sit there doing other things with my voice in their ear, and they're like, "Oh, I've just been watching. I haven't actually been watching. I've just been listening." Radio Sheepdog is the unofficial name that no one uses. So why wouldn't they? Ah, okay. Well, that's why they wouldn't, because they're doing things that are useful. It's very strange for a miner. There's a certain amount of snobbery in my fort, and miners are the lowest of the low. If you turn up with hive keeping, you're a bit better than a miner in Sheepdog's eyes. Okay, so we can do the yeah. No, because we got to, yeah. There we go. That's words and actions. We want the distillery in and the fishery. No, that's not what you want. We want the kitchen. We want the kitchen in, and then P T D E, and just F the seeds. Remember that, guys. In later life, it will be useful. F the seeds. There you go. BP, we'll get our farm plot going. There we go. So I've done a lot more Dwarf Fortress, as I've said, in streams. So I understand quite a bit more about what I'm doing, just purely because, you know, I hadn't played it for ages, and you kind of, summer is upon us. If it was summer glow, man, we'd be happy. But it's not, so we're sad. Ooh, you know what we do need? And that this is like not a lie or anything. We actually need these. It makes things so much easier. Shit ton of wheelbarrows. Trust me, I'm a doctor. What we want now is table. Take table. Also take throne, and door, and armor stand. No, that's still not something we need. Grate. I don't think so. I don't think we need a grate. We do need cabinets though. There we go. And up here, where we build a whole load of wheelbarrows, we'll put other stuff in a minute, because I forgot we needed other stuff as well. Did we build beds? I always feel like I build beds, and I never do. I didn't. Ah, for God's sake, where are you bloody miners going? There's barely anything to mine out left. It's amazing for how little work they actually have. They sure make a giant meal of doing any bloody work. I mean, look, they left that last bit. What is that last bit exactly going to do? Okay, that's. I think we have muck roots, don't we? No, do we have muck roots? Let's check. We have muck roots and hide roots. Muck roots, hide roots, and we'll leave the shadow leaf roots for another day. That's not the best place to put them, really, but fuck it. Ah! We can do, however, Not glass, not cut glass, and we could put the gems in here, and this is where beautifully our bins come into play. And scratching our beards is just a byproduct of having itchy chins. Yeah, so what we're going to be doing... There are stones right next to you, mate. Why the hell wouldn't you pick them up? Here we go, the wheelbarrows are coming out. The carpenter apparently had better things to do than to finish off the wheelbarrows, but we can... Bed. There we go, bed. And now... No, not now. They're still not completely done. Son of a bitch. This is really starting to gear my grinds, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, answers on a postcard. What do we have in our kitchen? We got meat. Not much meat. Holy shit, that's not good. Yeah, so no, you know what we need? You know what we need? We need that to hurry up for a start, for a hell of a start. Door. Let's get a few more doors. Because hurry. Someone pick up that fucking gem. I don't care how hungry or thirsty you are. I need someone to pick up the gem, like toot sweet. Ah, that's another thing we haven't done. What's that? What other? Is that a fey dog? Oh, it's just coyotes. Okay. If it was a fey dog, I'd get really pissed off. Fey dogs suck. Let's put the refuse. Oh no, we need to tea that, don't we? Corpses. I think we need corpses in there. So we don't want skulls, bones, teeth, shells, horns, hoof, or hair wool out here. We also don't want something else, so we're going to go back in. Kick ourselves, thank ourselves as well, because we would have missed out otherwise. We don't want fresh raw hide in there either. So, there you go. There we go, there you go. And we're going to have to butcher something reasonably fast. What have we got? Well, we can take out the... It's really cold and 7:15 in the morning. I hope that by talking reasonably quickly and without brain... I can actually keep myself warm. It hasn't worked so far, but hope springs eternal from the fountain of insanity. Why, therefore, have you guys ignored 2, 3, 4 gems? And what the fuck are the... are you sleeping again, miners? If miners are sleeping, a Lafaunder has already created a masterpiece. Look at this skill, already 9. And if we go in comparison to the miners... Oh, Pennyhilt is 9. Well done, Pennyhilt. I almost have respect for you, sir. Where the fuck are my other miners? Grumblestone is on a break, of course. 8. Terrible. And Sergeant Bird is, for some reason, harvesting plants. Sergeant Bird, why are you harvesting plants? I mean, it's going to help us vis-a-vis food, but still, it's a little weird. Skilled miner, weaponsmith, armourer. In what part of this job description does it say harvest plants? Does it say anywhere here harvest? It does not anywhere here say harvest plants. You are not a plant harvester. Fuck you doing harvesting plants.